What is up, YouTube? We are back for, excuse me, news in the world of UFC Part 4? 4. 4, I think. I think we're on 4. This is going to be different. Kind of a hybrid video. We'll start talking about the future, what we're going to do with it. Let's go see what's going on. First things first. We got a big slate coming up here. They still have yet to announce the December pay-per-view, whatever they're gonna do. I was gonna do another announcement, but no, we'll just kind of talk about this. So yeah, still have yet to announce the December pay-per-view. They're starting to come out with some fight night stuff. I think we got a what did just get announced? I think we got Onama versus Steve Garcia coming up in, what was it? Oh, what did they say? When is that coming out? November 1st, I believe. So I think that is main eventing a Apex card. I think I'm fine with it. I'd be fine with that being co-main and not in the Apex, but I don't know. Either way, should be a good time, you know. So, what else did they announce? They announced another like somewhat big matchup. It wasn't like jaw dropping. Maybe it's the Bo Nickel Rodolfo Vieira fight. Obviously, that's not jaw dropping. I think most of the hype is gone for Bo Nickel. I think he will still draw eyes, but it will be nowhere near however many was before. And I don't even think then it was that crazy. I always give, O'Malley crap and a bunch of other people crap. But Bo Nickel was one of those guys that they really tried to put on there and everything, as that like next star, and he wouldn't say he can't do it, but it's gonna be a long road ahead of him. Even though we've seen that RDR is legit, it's still that was not a good look. So that's an interesting matchup. I will lean Bo Nickel, but I think it will be close. It will be like the Paul Craig fight, except closer. And it just won't really make Bo Nickel look good. However, this could end up being a crazy story. If Bo Nickel ends up, I don't think he'll get chinned, but if he some crazy happens, he gets subbed or something. Like, could you imagine the scenes? They would call him one of the biggest busts of all time. And just off of those 2 losses. That's just how that goes. And the UFC would look like a bunch of idiots. So, for the sake of the sport, let's hope he wins. He irks me, but he doesn't irk me as much as somebody who acts the way he acts does. So, but it is better for the sport if he wins. So we will be cheering for Bo Nickel there probably over Rodolfo Vieira. We also have another fight that's up in the air. The main event of that October pay-per-view, October fight night in Rio. Rafael Fiziev has pulled out with an injury, I think, to his arm. It might be a leg. I'm just throwing out guesses here. But yeah, we'll see what happens there. It looks like Benoit Saint Denis was initially the front runner. He was in the running, and then his manager just came out, I believe, yesterday, if not Friday, and was like, "Hey, we're not doing it. We need like a full camp or something like that." So that's probably out the window. The guy who I thought was going to get it, who I don't know why I meant like unless he's somehow, some way not ready, which he usually is Mateusz Gamera. I think he is the guy that would do it. It kind of makes a little more sense with the rankings. The Saint Denis one, it just would have been more like, capitalizing on the hype, which I would have been fine with. I would have been, oh, no, 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 get up, get up. Eat that. Should treat, no, I got it. Okay, we're good. Um, yeah, so I think Gamrot should be the front runner there. Because who else is going to take it? You know what I mean? Like, Patty's definitely not taking it. Gaethje won't take that. Armand won't take that. Like, the three guys that, could easily jump in on opportunity to get a title shot. And I get it is pretty short notice. We're talking 3 weeks, a little less than that now. But I'd imagine the UFC would throw some money, so I don't think why not. And Oliveira is recently coming off of a KO loss. So if I'm someone like, especially like Sarukian, who's already beat Charles, like why are you not? Unless the cut really is that crazy for him, but I think I think that would have been a good idea for Sarukian. Even Patty's probably the only one where it makes sense why he wouldn't take that. He's on such a good trajectory and he's not going to risk it with trying to cut all this weight so fast and then beat one of the best lightweights right now. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I feel like that's massive. Yeah, I don't know who they're gonna do though. Who else is out there? Holloway's not taking it. He's already said he's out until 2026. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Am I drawing a blank? Like, who else would take that? That's like logical. Can't do like him versus like Joel Alvarez. That's way too far down the rankings. That doesn't make any sense. Who else is even in there? They're all probably coming off of losses. Like, I'm drawing a blank. Jorge's retired now. I want to open my laptop, but I'm not going to. I really want to check. Either way, it's looking bleak. They need to save that matchup though. Like who else would headline that? Like I think the second best fight that I can think of off the top of my head is like Gabriel Bonfim is facing somebody. I think it was Jake Matthews or something. So that's not even like that crazy of a matchup. Like Bonfim looked bad against Wonder Boy, and then Jake Matthews, I've always been about. I mean, he has been more consistent as of recently, but still, I'm not really trusting any of that. So we'll see what happens over there. But either way, I need to find this track. What the heck? We'll kind of jump into like another topic that's like, well, oh, whoa, my gosh, there's so much wildlife going on right now, man. Jump into another like, you know, controversial topic, I guess some people would say, and that is the Roger Jackson situation. I don't know too much about the legal side of it, so I'm not really going to speak on it. But he did get arrested. I think they already put up bail, which is kind of crazy. A lot of people are saying it's light. It's such a weird situation, man. I think he's definitely in the wrong, but at the same time, I don't think like some people are saying he should be life in prison. I'm like, no, shouldn't. You know, horrible move by him. He is an adult too. He needs to be better, learn how to control his anger. And he was a professional fighter. I don't know how that's going to go now, but I hope that he learns a lesson from this, and I hope that guy that got destroyed. I hope he's good, and it's such a crazy thing, man. So like I said, don't wish ill on either of those two guys, but it's crazy. I'm just glad both of them are all right and everything, especially the dude that got absolutely mauled and everything. So we'll see what happens with that. I'd imagine if Roger Jackson gets off light, I would imagine. Dude, I can't like find this Tobin Elk track. Oh, yeah, I completely missed that. Oh. Yeah, I'd imagine this is that he'd be banned probably for life, MMA wise, I'd imagine. Or maybe not actually. I don't know. I would just think that that's something they take very seriously. Like showing no mercy on like unconscious opponent, but I don't know. Could be good controversy to bring in more crowds, so who knows, but yeah. Crazy situation. Um, and yeah, I don't know. Don't really want to talk about it anymore. Either way, what else has happened? Oh, so I was thinking about this, and UFC, they got to start being a little more calculated now. Not just because the fans are all riled up and whatnot, but the reason I say this is you got your massive TV deal, like massive TV deal. And I know it builds in and gets better, but as much as they have to be strategic and save certain things for whatever, because I guess how the model is, they have to have like four like big cards, but like whatever that means, like a year or whatever, but they need to start off the TV deal in a crazy fashion. How do they do that? I think you need to have, in no order, Hamza, Ilya, and Islam, if he wins the welterweight title, fight to start the 3 months in a row. Islam, I'd imagine, would not be the guy to open up in January, win or lose, just because that's so short. But that's a 5. Dang. Okay, we'll see. We'll see if we can get this one. I got it. Dang. Dang, man. Oh man. Yeah, but I think you need to start off with your 3 biggest stars at the moment. But they probably won't do it that way. And obviously, I know things happen, people get injured, and but it kind of goes into my next story about Ilya sitting out until 2026. Apparently, this has been something that I don't know if people have known for a while. I haven't known at least. Oh, that's a good one. But apparently, Ilya and his brother will not fight when each other is in camp. As a Topuria fan, I respect it. As an MMA fan, I hate it though because that just screams inactivity to me. Ilya is inactive, but I mean, it's not just him, it's like all of them. And oh jeez, man. And that's a problem. Oh, hold on, let me turn this down. Jeez, that's still so loud. All right, I gotta chase that thing out of here. Yeah, it's a horrible thing. It screams inactivity. All these champs are inactive, it seems like, outside of Marab. Right? I think so, right? Because when was the last time Pantoja fought? Yeah, I mean, no, that's not even active, though. Like, I'm talking 3 times a year these guys are fighting. It's only Marab. The women are not. The women are arguably more inactive than Weili and Shevchenko, actually, both of them. Kayla Harrison's about to be inactive for like over a year, apparently. Because apparently they're trying to put Amanda Nunes on that White House event. So that's shocked. Oh, wait. Did I get this berry? I didn't get this berry. Where is it? Where the heck is this bear? Oh, some moves. Non-vital. What the fuck? What? Can't see these tracks. This is messing me up. Oh, I think I found it. But does it go down? Man, I don't even know. Yeah, so that's a bummer about Deporia. As a fan of his, I respect it. As a fan of the sport, I hate it. Literally just knocked out Oliveira in 2.5 minutes. Like I gotta like try to keep the bias out of it and like gotta. It is how it is. Like it's been fighting once every 8 months for the past like 2, 3 years. Um, I mean it's just annoying. But either way, the Paramount deal, you have to make it pretty crazy. So, what I would like, which they're probably not going to do, but what I would like is Hamzat versus Imavov start the year. Should be an easy win style wise for Hamzat and Imavov. I think it's going to be a pretty competitive fight. Um, mm, no, I'm not even going to say who I think wins as of right now, but I will say that fight will be closer than people think. I don't think it's an absolute run through, and I will eat my words about the Dreykus thing, but yeah, I do think that would be a crazy fight. Start the year off with that. Go to Saudi Arabia or something. I'm fine with it. We'll do what we got to do. Um, have him fight then, because let's be real, if we don't have Hamza fight before like end of February, we're probably not seeing him until summer at bare minimum. So let's see that at bare minimum, actually, yeah. Um, so we got to try to get him in before. Um, if Islam wins his first title defense, ooh, who would they do? Who would they do? Well, it depends. Are we finally gonna get this Shavkat Sean Brady fight? I feel like every other week I'm hearing rumors about this. They're trying to do it in Qatar on November 22nd, but I don't know. They've been throwing that rumor out for a couple months now. That would be a huge fight. I think the winner of that theoretical fight should take on the winner of JDM and Islam. I'm starting. We'll see. I'm starting to lean Islam, so I'm gonna say if he wins, Obviously, he's going to be an even bigger star, even though he's arguably the UFC's biggest star at the moment, arguably. Um, it's going to be him versus the winner of that. If not, I mean, what else? What else is welterweight fight? I mean, Morales hasn't had anything scheduled to my knowledge. We got Prates and Edwards. I don't think if Prates wins, he'll be facing Leon, and obviously, if Leon wins, he is not anywhere near a title shot anymore. So it'll be interesting to see what they do over there, but I think, and then what? Ian Gary's ducking everyone, apparently. That's what they're saying. Word on the street. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I don't know. I don't know. But either way, that would be pretty crazy to have like Islam and Hamza, do back to back. And heck, if Alex Pereira wins again, if he knocks out Ankalaev, redeems himself, you got another star in the mix. But he's saying he doesn't want to be active anymore, and then, people are always like, well, what does he mean by active? And I'd imagine he's only going to be fighting, which is still pretty active in today's MMA standards, every 6 months rather than, these 2, 3, 4 month turnarounds that he was doing. I'd imagine he's going to take his durability a little more seriously now. Especially after the Ankalaev fight, it seems like he was just on a roll and he just wanted to let him rock, and now he's just like, all right, let's just kind of see how this goes. So, respect. What the heck? You heard of wolves, man? Oh, nah, bro. Oh, nah, I hear him. Yeah, nah, I'm out this. I'm out this. I'm not dealing with that. Absolutely not. And then for Ilya, we talk about this every news or every time. I've heard rumors there's Arman Saruki and Dan Hooker in the works. I doubt it. I'm just not buying it. I don't know why. I won't buy it. I think if that were to happen, Arman wins, he gets next title shot. I think Arman said he's heard word that Paddy Pimblett's getting the next title shot. They might actually start off the Paramount card doing that. That would be crazy. Or the Paramount deal, whatever. Oh shit, I gotta go this way. That would be crazy. I don't know. I don't know if they do it. Man, that would be nuts. But it's just not there yet. Initially, when I kind of liked the idea of it, I thought Patty was like 6 or 7, but I think he's like at 9 now in the rankings. Like that just doesn't look right. Like, and I think I'm on the train enough where I think Patty can beat like an Oliveira or a Gaethje, and like I don't think it's a definite, but it's possible. After that Chandler performance, so I don't know, man. I think Patty versus Ilya is an interesting matchup. It's just I need one of those other wins first. You know, we could do Gaethje versus Topuria. I thought that was rumored to be in the works. But let's be real, Ilya might not even want to sign anything until after November 22nd when his brother fights Bekzat, which is an insane fight. Those are two of arguably, nah, I wouldn't say are. The Bantamweight has so many good prospects, but oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow, those moves are crazy. Um, but yeah, those two guys are some of Bantamweight's best young and up and comers. So that fight will be really interesting. I think I'm leaning Bekzat too. I like Topuria, Alexandra Topuria, that is. However, I've only seen him in the debut. This Bekzat guy is different, bro. When he hits you, you feel that. This is the same dude, that first dude to ever finish Brad Katona. And then didn't he go to war with, what's his name? Umar? I think. Like, I think it was like a fight that was like similar. Oh no, I don't want to give it that comparison, but yeah, I mean, very excited for this matchup. I've only seen Topuria fight once, and to be fair, he looked really good. It's just I feel like there was still like some glaring holes, and it did seem like he slowed down from what I remember when he fought that Australian on short notice. But either way, it was a debut, and I think it was short notice because he was supposed to fight another Australian, and I believe Cody Haddon, who I was pretty high on. I think he was on the watch list. And by the way, where have I seen that guy? I haven't seen that guy in a minute. Maybe he's fighting this week since we're in Australia, and I just don't know it yet. So that brings me to my next thing. I will be doing prediction breakdown on Thursday or Friday, maybe Wednesday, maybe. I will be making the predictions tonight, though. I just don't like announcing them until after like the weigh-ins usually anymore. It's not the end of the world if I do. It's just like it feels like there's always like one or two switch ups per card anymore. So I like to. Oh shoot! Sounds like it's kind of close. Yeah, so I like to try to veer away from, doing it earlier in the week. As much as I want to be the first guy to get their predictions out and everything, at the same time, I'm one of those guys that will make my predictions earlier in the week, watch the other YouTubers after I've locked in my picks, and then wait until after the weigh-ins, and then once the weigh-ins are done, then I see if there's any adjustments, like if anyone missed weights, fights off, or rescheduled. Oh, shoot. And then from there, I make the video. But either way, I guess I gotta get one more for YouTube real quick, actually. We'll go for this guy. I blew it. I blew it. I went too low. Oh man, I blew it. I blew it. Oh, that's a tough one. Oh my goodness. I'm better than that too. Oh. I don't know why that probably a little bigger. Two's alert. Turn it back around. Oh my goodness. Of course you run into this stuff now. Right as I was gonna end the news video. Yeah, but either way, making predictions tonight. Hopefully I see Cody Haddon on there after making this video. That'd be awesome. UFC needs to not only end this year in the pay-per-view model in a good fashion, but oh, they're coming back in. However, they also need to. Okay, all right, all right. Yeah, they need to make sure that they kick off this new deal in honestly, arguably even better fashion because you got to start on the right foot. You're getting paid $1 billion a year on average, so I would like to hope that this will motivate them to start promoting their cards more, stacking some of these cards more. I understand sometimes things happen, the fights get canceled, and they try in some cards, but I feel like even in the past few years, the quality of the product has been worse. Um, I still get hyped for a lot of fights, but it's like kind of generate off of like, just my interest in the sport rather than, them going out of their way and, getting me hyped. So, hopefully that will change with this new TV deal. Oh my goodness. But either way, it's been so real, YouTube. Actually, I will claim the kill for you. Um, Big change is coming. We're gonna start doing some random hunts, where I'll be spinning the wheel each time for each video, and I'm gonna be trying to hunt some more specific in hopes to getting a diamond live on the camera. This past week's hunting recap was one of the best hunting weeks I've had since playing the game. I think I've only had two or three other ones that have rivaled such a great week like this. And that was, oh my goodness, the copper collie. No, it's not the copper collie. Um, yeah, it was. Um, I think there was a week or two where I shot two diamonds back to back, and those are like my only diamonds. So I think I had something like that. But this past week, we have obtained not only a diamond, but also a rare fur type. We got the rare fur type, I believe, on Wednesday, something like that. And my goodness, was that beautiful. That was, oh my gosh, I can't find this. What the heck? Wait a second, dude. What is going on, bro? I can't find these tracks. Dude, this is crazy. Am I not in the center? Oh, I guess I was not centralized. Yeah, so we got the piebald moose on Wednesday. Literally looks like a cow and a moose had a love child. It's crazy. Then, okay, there we go. Oh no, it came back in this way. Then what, you went this way. Then we got yesterday one of the top ones that I've always wanted. I've never really grinded to get them just because I don't play the map too much, but where is it? It's so bright out here, I can't see it. Okay, I see it now, I see it now. What? What the heck? What the heck? And then we also got the Eurasian Lynx. Diamond. One of the best. And I can't even track this freaking bison, dude. But yeah, great week hunting. That was awesome. You'd love to see that for the fans, you know. Oh my goodness, this is criminal, dude. Dude, I need to change the colors. Yeah, so great week for the hunter. We'll see if that, continues or if that fades again like it usually does. But either way, that was awesome. Where is it, dude? Dude, I need this to be like a different color. This needs to be blue. Struggling. This is one of my struggling sessions. Oh my goodness. Boy, am I down bad. Alright, let me see. I can actually see Scion better in those. Perfect. There we go. There we go. Okay. Wow. And it's not even gonna be, like, this might not even be gold. That's, like, the worst part. Alright, I found it. I found that big boy. Wait. Down here. Tripping. Silver, I knew it. Oh, gosh. Bad hunting sesh. We got animals, but it took way too long to find them. Great YouTube video, though. News in the world of UFC Part 4 has been completed. We will see what happens. Could Gaethje step in last second to save the Brazil card out of nowhere? And I just don't see it coming. Doubt it. Will Hamzat really fight in January against Imavov? Doubt it. I don't know what else I was talking about in this video that much, because it's not important, because anything I talk about, the UFC will find a way to crush it or change it and ruin it. So it is what it is. It's over. News in the world of UFC Part 4. I will see you later in the week. Goodbye.